Hi, I'm Nancy Armstrong, creator of the revolutionary Booby Trapper nursing canopy, and this is Booby Trapper 101. I'm here to give you some tips about care and usage that I hope will maximize your nursing experience. First, a little bit about this product. Booby Trapper is the only double rim nursing canopy on the market. This patent pending design is especially created for baby to keep them happy while you're nursing in public if you're wanting to cover. Now this second rim suspends the fabric away from the bust area where the baby's face is. This allows baby to see mom at all times. Mom can see baby, make sure he or she is attaining a proper latch, and it provides great airflow in there. There's room for the air to circulate so that nobody overheats. Now I'll show you the difference between the Booby Trapper and a traditional single rim nursing canopy. The single rim covers that you've seen on the market, they have a unique rim at the top. This suspends the fabric from the mother's neck, but what happens, you can see the fabric collapses on the bust area, right where the baby's latch. And this is my personal experience, is that I had to hold the canopy off of the bust area in order to see my child, in order to allow her to attain a proper latch and to create any kind of airflow in there at all. Countless moms have told me they've had the same experience when I'm at trade shows. They complain about the single rim. That is the fatal flaw. Now, the second benefit of the Booby Trapper is its generous size. Now, I felt exposed in some of the traditional single rim canopies, and thus I created a larger cover so that mom has a little more fabric to use for herself. So again, back to this unique design, you want to maximize this space as much as possible when you're using the canopy. So put your Booby Trapper on, allow those ends to rest against your body, your baby's body, a pillow, the back of a chair, and maximize this space here. Don't be tempted to stretch the cover across yourself just because it's large enough to do that. We really want to keep the baby happy and allow us to see that child and maximize the airflow inside the canopy. So shift it slightly off to whatever side you're nursing on. Again, this creates the biggest space around the child's face, and they will thank you for that. They're able to look up into your eyes, you can make sure they're latching well, and there's lots of room for them to breathe without fabric flopping on the baby's mouth. Now, another pointer that I always offer to moms when I meet them is folding tips. So when you want to fold the Booby Trapper, it is really important to keep this in mind. You don't ever want to crease or create harsh, rigid angles in the canopy. You can permanently damage it this way. So the best tip I can give you is take the top rim, place it inside the middle rim, and fold a circle. Now that middle tail will curl around right to the end until you have all rim up here in two circles and nothing down here. Now you're going to flop the canopy against your body, fold it down and down a couple times until you have a nice small cover that you can tuck into any diaper bag. It's fine to squish the Booby Trapper this way, you just don't want to squish it like this and do any damage to those important rims. For laundering, when you need to wash the Booby Trapper, I recommend machine or hand washing in cold water. You want it to hang to dry. Don't put this near any heat source. You don't want to iron it. You don't want to put it in the dryer. That can, again, permanently damage the Booby Trapper. The lightweight cotton material dries quickly, so it will be available for your next use. One last tip. I've learned in nursing my second daughter that it is handy to either have a nursing shirt for some occasions or to just dress in layers. I buy inexpensive part spandex tank tops to wear underneath my outer shirt. I then lift my outer shirt when I'm ready to nurse. I pull my undershirt down from the neck as I do my nursing bra, and I've exposed enough breast for the baby to be able to latch nicely and be comfortable, but I haven't exposed any of my torso. I remain covered and comfortable. I have the Booby Trapper on the front, of course, and baby can see mom, I can see baby, and all is well with nursing. I hope that's helpful for you, and please don't hesitate to email if you have questions. Take care.